Hey guys, sorry we can't do a live feed tonight. We're just trying to get some stuff done and it's super late. But I'm working on the sheeting and I want to show a couple things. So we took this builder board and we made templates to core the wings. It took about 4.5 hours to make the 2 templates and we lost about 2.5 ounces. But I want to do this experiment. The reason everybody's like, so why did you do it? Well, we're working on a 60%er hopefully this year, and I know that the wings are so thick and so much bigger that when I try this coring trick, it'll actually lose enough weight to make a difference on a 60%er. So I want to use this as a test bed to make sure everything's super strong. We will go through the spar, but real quick, so this template, I purposely made it to be exactly the same size as the entire deal curved over. And the reason I like this is because when I'm building my sheets, I have a template to lay onto the balsa to see where it needs to be. So, and here's a crazy one that I like to do. I edge glue everything with Titebond 2 or Titebond 3. You just want it to be a good sandable glue. And then I like a 45 joints in there. And then I build a big nice square sheet, and I had it roughed out from the cardboard template, but then I come back on and I mark it. I like to have 1/16 of an inch overhang is all the way around, because if you have more in a vacuum bag, it's going to want to pull it. And especially where we have everything pre-laid in, it really wants to do that. So there's my sheet that I did. Now, I keep a weight. I keep a bunch of weights here, and that's how I, oopsie, luckily that's 1/16. So you're going to have your great big sheet with a bunch of weights sitting there so when you're taping it, it doesn't pop up. Now, when you're done back here, I used to waste a lot of sheeting, but now I really don't. Don't leave this stuck down for the entire night. That's the reason you got to get on this and keep going. So now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to flip it like that. And that is the beginning of the bottom. Now, another huge key that I have found out, you never want your seam lines to be same top and bottom. I know that these wings are 1.5 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches thick, whatever. When you have a seam line parallel with each other, it is a weak point. That wing wants to stress and it can break. And we found that in some break tests that we did. So you never ever want your sheeting to match top and bottom. So now, because of this, I can kind of skosh this until I can see that I'm at, an inch further back on my seam lines. And now I can just start to go with sheeting, laying it back on the bench, finishing this one sheet, cutting it, and then just start to go on up. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully you guys can see what we're doing. So thank you. Have a good night.